morning, everyone. This is Sheila, and I'm showing you my sink. Got the dishes out of the sink and all cleaned up. And what you're seeing here is I am doing my Shining Sink 101 that Fly Lady instructs. I've got a sink full of hot water, and added to that is a cup of bleach. And I've let that soak for almost an hour. In fact, my timer says there's only 4 minutes left. So whenever it gets done, then I will drain it, rinse it out, and then start on the second sink. And yes, there is a little bit of soapy water in here, but that's because I washed up some of the breakfast dishes this morning. I noticed that my husband left a little bit of clutter on the countertop last night, so I washed the countertops down, so they're nice and clean over there and over here. There's the few dishes I did by hand, and I'll be putting them away here in just a few minutes. But there's my countertop, and the other day my countertop was so cluttered. Look at it now. This is the cord for my iPod, so I had that up there this morning. But there is my countertop, and it looks so gorgeous. There's a few things on the countertop, but those are essential things that I'm going to use throughout the day. And so everything's got a place. There's my mug of coffee and the pitcher of tea I made last night. So things are beginning to look good, and even my microwave looks so much better. I just wish I had a better system for the cords. That's the only thing. This is the jar I use to keep my kids' box tops in for school. So that's what I've accomplished so far. And even my stovetop is much nicer and cleaner, and there's only a few dishes in the dishwasher that I started for this morning, so things are beginning to look up. Little baby steps, and every little triumph we need to acknowledge our accomplishments and reward ourselves for our accomplishments. Because if we don't reward ourselves even for the smaller accomplishments that we do, it's going to be harder for us to keep motivated to get things organized and clean and on a routine schedule. I don't know if you can hear my dryer in the background, but I've rebooted my laundry already this morning. So things are really starting off to a great start this morning, and we need to encourage each other to keep it up. Feel free to comment down below, and if you have your own videos that you want to show off your own accomplishments, please let me know about them. I want to see your accomplishments and give each other encouragement. So have a great day, guys, and keep flying. Hi guys, one thing I wanted to add to this video is showing you how you can do the steps for shining your sink. The timer has gone off, and I've already drained my sink. Now with my washcloth, I'm just going to rinse out the sink. And you don't want to use any Windex or other chemicals while you're doing this. Be sure to thoroughly rinse out your sink. I really don't use Windex or ammonia or anything like that myself to keep my sink shiny, just because the sun shines through this window, and it's really shiny all by itself, to my taste anyway. It doesn't have to be mirror reflection, but at least it's clean, and that's the important thing. And I don't want to accidentally have a little bit of bleach in the sink, because whenever it comes in contact with ammonia, it's not a very good combination. So you want to be sure to rinse your sink really well before you add any more other chemicals into your sink. Now it's time to fill up the water in this other sink. And I'm wearing rubber gloves because of the bleach, because I don't want the bleach to burn my skin. Okay. And you can use any kind of household bleach. And about a cup. I don't really measure exactly, but that's about a cup. And you just fill it up to the rim. I usually fill up to where it's just barely overflowing. But I've got a little bit of a lip around the edge of this sink, so if it does overflow, it's not going to overflow over onto the floor or onto the counter. It's going to stay pretty well contained.
Here we go.
There you go, and there you can see that it's just barely overflowing, like right here. So there's the sink. And one tip I discovered a few years ago, there was a show on BBC Network about a couple of ladies that would go into different people's homes and help them clean up their cluttered houses. And one trick I found for the dishcloth that you use throughout the day, you don't want, if you don't like the sight of it hanging over the edge of the sink or laying in the sink, or it accidentally falls over onto the floor, I found a trick. They had a trick to do, because some people don't have a whole lot of dishcloths, and so if they get lost in the laundry, then they don't have any dishcloths. Well, what they suggested, the trick is put it in your dishwasher. Most of these dishwashers have a basket. Oops. Most of these dishwashers have a basket that you can put the lighter weight items like the straw or the sippy cup lids or whatever, and then they have a lid to close off the basket to keep them from floating throughout the whole dishwasher. Well, they suggested to keep your dishcloth clean and sanitized, wash it with your dishes when you run the cycle of your dishes. That way it keeps it clean, and it's got a home to go to. So it's not sitting out on the counter or sitting in the sunshine, collecting all kinds of mold and stuff. It's in the dishwasher where it's going to get super hot and soapy and get clean and sterilized. So that was a trick that I found really helpful from that show, and I thought I would share that with you. So everyone, keep at it and keep flying. We're gonna set the timer for this. I forgot to set the timer. So we want to set it for 60 minutes or 1 hour. And then whenever the 1 hour is up, you just drain it and rinse it. And you can even use your dishcloth to pat it dry. And then you're done. So Shine Your Sink 101 on flylady.net. If you have any more, if you need any more instructions, you can go to flylady.net, and she'll give you a lot of advice that will help get your house chaos free. And chaos stands for can't have anyone over syndrome. That's where my house is right at this moment. But I'm trying to make it a chaos free home. Keep flying, everyone. God bless. Bye.